What up, Twitch? It's your boy PUDASU. I'm here with the Pootu crew, and it's Monday night. I think I have myself. There's my camera.
I said clip art.
I had my camera cut off. I'm so professional. You clicked on the PUDASU channel. We do streams on Monday nights regarding Dungeons and Dragons. That's what we do on the Mondays. We're going to be adding another campaign here shortly. Be on the lookout for the official start date of that. We're hoping this Sunday, but I don't want people to quote me yet. But be on the lookout for that. We're doing Frog and Toad, the last book. Last tale. This is last tale. Last tale. And we will be running that one shot. It's kind of a short session campaign coming up here shortly. So that's what we're doing in our channel. I remind everyone to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. All the likes, all the follows, all the subscribes, all the comments that you can throw at us. We will eat them up. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh my goodness.
We hope everybody had a good President's Day. And we're going to cap off the President's Day with some nice Dungeons and Dragons like our forefathers would have wanted. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm here with the crew. PS Zombie, how you feeling?
Under the weather.
Yeah, we're all, two members of the Pooh
ready
are
to do a
under
little
the
bit
weather.
of little bit of dragons.
So we may have a little bit of a short session tonight. We got two of the Pooh members that are a little ill.
I mean, you never know. I have some amount prepared, and that could take 8 hours or 1 minute. You know how D&D goes.
You never know.
And with this crew, we tend to take our time and work our way pretty slowly through things. So,
not the worst.
it's true. I guess my only other reminder is to check out our YouTube page. We're up to date on all of our content there, as well as Twitch. And I'll kick it to PS Zombie to lead us into another session. Session 27? Yeah, 27.
Wow.
Unbeaten Path. Wow.
That's crazy.
We're getting so old. It's crazy.
We're getting so unrelated to the game. We just are.
Yes.
Yeah, we just are. It's not really
There are more sessions than I have had years on this earth.
Wow. What if we had one session a year? We really got to make it count.
That's right.
Yeah, so last session, So Alibaba was trying to sneak in while Anubis was trying to break out, and Karos was mind controlled. So Alibaba had a little sniper duel, which he solved with mind control. It was a mind control kind of episode. And managed to enter through the graveyard. Anubis got some assistance from a Durgar fellow prisoner in the jail that he was imprisoned in, and staged a successful jailbreak. And Karos, as I said, got suggested to reveal the schematics for his armor, which devolved towards the end. But we're actually gonna rewind a little bit from that. It not like retro, whatever, but just literally tell a little bit of a lead in to what happened. We are not retcon. We're just prefacing.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys do your character introductions, and then we will move on to some gameplay. So if you want to start us out.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Mr. Battle Armor.
I am Battle Armor. I play the character Karos Fester, who's an Avarial armor artificer. Currently, well, maybe just escaped the thrall of a drow who's trying to steal my schematics. I'm kind of the tank of the party. I got great AC, decent health, and some lockdown.
Humble brag.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I'm not here to be humble. I'm here to take hits.
All I'm saying is some of us don't have such generous HP points. Wouldn't be going around flaunting it.
How much HP do you actually have? I'm curious if we have
Look at the
comparable
draw.
amounts.
You all
I have
use the same hit
57.
dice.
Are we
Really?
at HP?
I have good constitution though.
Oh, I
all have the
totally
same
have you
hit
beat
die
at
for the
44.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have 54.
I know.
Nice.
I
So
know
I do
you
have the most HP, but
How do I have more than you?
Because I suck.
That's
You've been doing your math right.
I have been.
That's a good. I think.
You remember the one I got? I got a 1.
Yeah, you might have just been rolling it.
I just been.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, we re-rolled
There's a
ones.
lot
I
of-
think you got a 2.
Oh, I'm
Let's
sorry.
not exaggerate.
Sorry. 2.
there's a lot of variance with a D8. You can get 1s and get 8s.
Yeah. Probability is my
I did
Achilles
put-
heel.
A little extra in Constitution. So
Wise for a spellcaster.
But yes.
All right, cool.
On to
2.
Alibaba.
Alibaba
Nope.
goes.
Let's go.
Yeah, go for it, Connor.
All right.
I am
changer.
Climate Changer. I'm playing Alibaba, the Tiefling Warlock, with a Genie Patron, who is pretty cool. He has his own arc going right now. He's trying to get back to his friends, and there's probably some important stuff I could say about stats here. He's got all the good stats. That's all I'm gonna say. And
I feel like our builds are becoming increasingly less describable.
yeah.
yes, he has a familiar and a flying carpet.
I feel like maybe class, subclass, race. We'll just call it a day. Save you all the
Okay.
burden of describing every little thing that you can do. 'Cause I feel like as a viewer, that's what I'm interested in. They're also all level 6. These
Sure.
are the things that I care about as a viewer.
as a viewer.
Perfect.
All right, Putu, drive it home.
I am Putu. I play Anubis Kalfin, who is a Minotaur race cleric class. He's specifically Grave Domain cleric. And what he doesn't make up for in hit points, he makes up with in heart. That's about him. He will fight to the nail in a fight that
Have you
shouldn't be
seen Full
won.
Hearts? They're like,
Yeah. He will commit to a fight he can't win almost every time. If you've been watching this stream.
We admire this about him.
Yes.
yes. I
He
feel
wins
like
it in his heart.
it'll be a less stressful strategy once we return to the path one day.
Yeah. When you can kind of just go hog wild.
Mm-hmm.
In
Bovine
the
wild,
meantime,
actually.
just keep working on that backup character.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
No, I'm not hinting anything. Okay, so as hinted at, the very last thing that we had happen was Malvagil, who's Putu is my music. I turned it down. Is that a better level? I can never hear it, but it seems like you guys have.
It's good for me.
All right,
I can't
I'll
hear it
just
on
leave it
stream
where
too
it
much
is.
or anything.
Yeah, it's not bad on stream. I've also turned
just leave it where
it
it
down on my end, so it's
Oh, you
not
already
as
turned it down.
yeah, it's not as loud, but it's coming through. I think you guys can hear it on stream. Yeah.
Amuba.
Okay.
So, anyways, he is. This fella is sort of the Grand Wizard for this the Ashen Kingdom, which is the kingdom of Drow that they're currently in, and was very interested in Karos's armor. And so, after bringing him to his laboratory, he ordered through the use of the spell Suggestion that Karos assist him in replicating this armor with the hopes that he could supply them to troops and that they might be able to survive journeys through the path with the addition of this remarkable armor. And he connected Karos to this machine he had that could kind of analyze arcane items so far as Karos knows, and it's kind of been working through 3D printed schematics. And what I don't think I was like super clear on last time. It either was or wasn't, but obviously all three of your storylines have kind of been going on at the same time, and you know, through the magic of storytelling, they're starting to converge. And so when all the stuff went down at the end of last session, that was actually towards the end of his suggestion spell. So you had been with him quite a while working on your armor. I know in game it was like a couple of minutes, maybe. We cut away from you, we cut back, and it wasn't quite clear. But basically, he's just been you've been pretty locked in with the suggestion spell, because there hasn't really been anything to break you out of it in this particular arena. And because he's just been asking near constant questions about your armor, you almost haven't really had a whole lot of independent thought or input recently, because as he asks a question, you are compelled to answer it. So as he's just been grilling you on the parts of your armor he doesn't understand. Obviously, he has some understanding of Arcana. He's a fairly skilled wizard. And
I think Karos could talk for much more than 8 hours about his armor and all the various experiments that he's put into it, and all the different components that have failed and stuff like that. So
and
I'm
that's been
compelled
part
to
of the challenge for him.
explain the best.
It's actually been a hindrance to him because you are so chatty about what's interesting to you about your armor, while he is kind of looking to fill in the gaps of his knowledge. So he wants to know very specific things most of the time, and has to sort of guide you off your tangents.
Armor. Yeah.
And so
this is why I put this here.
Through the combination of his machine replicating some of the more physical aspects, because like most of your magic and artifice and whatnot, there's the physical aspect, and then there's the arcane aspect, and they're very much married together. And he's kind of been furiously writing notes as well, knowing that his spell has a timer on it, and that there's no guarantee that a recasting or anything would be successful. He's trying to get as much out of it as he can. Kind of the same with both of you guys. Alibaba, I know, again, we moved through your story fairly quickly, but you've actually been covering quite a lot of ground IRL, which I know that ground gets covered in a few seconds in combat time, but you've basically been going from that tunnel, staying with Ninja Turtles, to the sewers, to traversing the graveyard.
Yeah, I guess I had to get caught back up with them too, I guess.
Yeah, because all that time when they were being paraded through the city and all that. And then Amoebus, you spent some portion of your time unconscious, and that kind of accounts for your time gap. So all that to say, where we left off on everyone's stories was around the same time, more or less, 8 hours after meeting the Ashen Queen.
Sounds
towards
good.
the end of that time, but not.
That makes sense.
Not
exactly, yeah.
Because obviously you were still under the effects of the spell at the time. So, all that said, we are going to actually bounce over to Amoebus.
That's me.
Who has just broken out of jail, and we will return to the lab momentarily. 1 second while I get my maps prepared.
Broke out of jail and feeling bovine.
As for the viewers out there who don't know, I have over 50 maps that I've used for this campaign.
Public
here we go.
public shout out to Horgar Ironside and Counterspell Culture. Thank you for the retweets.
Nice.
It's a great name.
Yeah, I really do like it.
Ironsides.
Like counterculture, but with a D&D spin. All right, so Mubis, you make your way out of the dungeon, and if you'd like to be sneaky, you can go ahead and do a stealth check as you begin to emerge in a new area of the castle.
I think Anubis first starts to think about the shank or the dagger he gave that one guy that was in prison for skinning people. And he's just kind of
Skinner of South Alley. Yeah.
He's got like so much going on. He's like, I gotta find my companions and all this stuff. But then he's like, I probably shouldn't have done that. And he has a brief moment of regret.
Listen, you could have
gone either way. He could have been a great guy.
Exactly.
You can't prevent every serial killer from serial killing as you're trying to escape from jail. Like,
You can't prevent every serial killer from receiving a knife personally from you. That's just an
it's
That you say
unreasonable
you're going to
request.
use to skin people.
all you can do is leave everywhere better than you found it, and with slightly more knives.
That's right. DM.
I will say that if it comforts you, as you were leaving, it seemed like the drow guards there were
Had it
more
under
equipped
control.
than other people to win that fight. So, though
so
it's
basically,
possible,
it's like, he'll die anyway.
though it's possible, or they'll get him back in his cage. Either way.
Okay.
He also wasn't even out of his cage yet when you saw him. He just had a knife.
That's true.
So, anyways,
Movis thinks about these things though. So, question for the DM: the room I've recently gone to and the room I'm coming into now was a pretty lock and step transition. Like there wasn't any like going up a passageway that a short rest could have been done, or is it pretty much like a
no.
transition.
If you had waited there an hour, the giant spiders, the guards, the zombies, something would have prevailed and come up after you. So you definitely would have gotten the feeling like you gotta move.
Okay.
Move it or lose it. I mean,
I
you could try to
gotta
wait
move.
now, but that risks things.
Oof. For such a good stealth, it's a bad stealth.
Yes, you're such a Dexy boy. Well, we'll get to that in a second. So you find yourself in a large open stone room that has multiple exits. You can tell that this is someplace that comes in from the outside due to how drafty it is. And as you come up to a metal gate, it is not locked. That you attempt to skulk in the shadows as you can see a few figures out ahead. There's a drow male and a female. And then off to the side, there's Nasta, who you've seen before. He's kind of captain the guard type. And the male and female drow are kind of arguing over a box. And the male's like, "Hey, I bet I could wear this stuff. This is some pretty nice stuff." And she's like, "Yeah, you wish. This would be like 4 of you that could fit in this." And he's like, "Hey, come on, you're always teasing." All this in Undercommon, obviously. And she's like, "Whatever, this is a shit assignment anyways." And Nasta says, "Calm down. We're just here as backup in case Malvagel needs us." But yeah, you roll a 9 stealth to get up, I think how we want to play this. So you're gonna, as you were ascending the stairs, these are stone steps, and you have hooves. So there's kind of an inevitable clip clop going on. I'll say that you have some sort of shoe-ish device typically that would help you not quite make so much noise or make comparable to other humanoids noise on hard surfaces. I doubt you would just go barefoot. I don't know much about
I forgot my hoof
Minotaur's
silencers.
I feel like there's maybe some sort of very comfy shoeing that they can do, sort of a leather like kind of horseshoe.
My insoles.
Yeah, I was
forgot my
almost
insoles.
picturing like I don't know, like a molded cup kind of thing that would just go.
They're just giant. Come on, let's admit it. They're just giant house slippers. Okay.
Yeah.
They're big.
And they tiptoe around on their
Quite
giant
comfy.
outhouse.
While I'm doing
Little
church work.
booties.
So I'll say they haven't seen you specifically, but they have heard a clip clop coming from your direction.
Okay.
They aren't going to pay it too much mind for right now because that's coming from jail cells, and there's kind of no expectation anyone but a guard would be coming up from there. So they know someone's coming up. They don't know you.
Okay.
Is
So
there anything special you would like to do?
I have not emerged from the staircase at this point, right? I'm not up at the landing or
I'll say you're kind of skulking in the shadows behind this metal door.
do I hear them react to me coming up the stairs? Or are they just kind of watching the door, not saying anything, or
Neither. I'll say maybe they look back just a little bit, just so that you know that they've heard you, but they're not like staring at the door or acknowledging or anything.
I don't really think I can get into a fight. That's what Anubis says to himself.
Pretend to be a cow.
You are not far from naked.
I'm gonna do two things.
Such
One,
a weird thing that you possibly could do.
I'm not too far from what?
I said that's such a weird thing that you possibly could do. Like if you were like lizard folk or Aarakocra, you're like, I could pretend to be that animal. There's
I'm
not really a great animal that a human could pretend to be.
I'm not gonna Oceans 12 this, guys. I mean, come on. It's not gonna be. Get it? Because this.
What happens in Ocean's 12? That was the worst.
What's her name? The actress pretends to be the actual actress in real life.
Oh yeah.
As
That's
like
true.
part of the con.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah, Julia Roberts
Oh,
pretends
yeah,
to be
for
Julia
sure.
Roberts in the movie. Ocean's 11 reference.
That's good.
I want
Well.
to
Yeah.
pray
In a fun
to my God first.
Yes.
It's like a prayer of desperation.
Your God is not here.
The reception is bad in the
Yeah, it's
Underdark.
No one is here.
Are you there, Lord?
Please leave a message after the tone.
He's
So,
lost in a maze.
So as your God's the God of mazes. So you'll say a prayer, and you can feel that familiar pull that always seems to guide you in the right direction, and it's telling you need to get out. That's kind of all you're getting, is that it is your fate to leave this place. That's some confidence in it.
I'm going to cast guidance
Okay,
on myself.
sounds good.
And then I'm going to try one more time to stealth into the room.
All right, so you're gonna try to enter the room.
Undetected.
How are you stealthing into the room? Like, are you gonna try to press up against a wall? Or
Yeah, I'm going to
crawl
try
on
to
the
shimmy.
floor?
I kind of want to shimmy. Once I get into the room, I will see which side I want to take. But, you know, me, the player, seeing this, and Amuba seeing this later, I would probably try to shimmy behind the arguing of the box and
Okay.
follow that line of wall down and around them and stick into the shadows whenever possible. So I will.
All right, you
stealth
can
check.
hit me with
Yes.
another stealth check.
I will
Do
try
more
my
Do
hardest.
good this time.
Nah.
D4?
Oh my goodness!
D4 wouldn't help that.
Oh,
It would
It
just
would
be
not
average.
help.
I mean, you can roll a d4.
my
It's not gonna
goodness,
help
man.
though.
It could get you up to a 10.
They know.
No! This is not my night.
We're having bad rolls tonight, guys.
You have been
Viewers.
cursed. This prison has cursed you.
Viewers,
Prison life.
he wants to be here. That's the only conclusion I can come to.
Gotta my street
If
cred.
you didn't want to, you just roll better.
Suddenly,
Yeah, so
Alibaba, here.
So you go. You're like, I'm gonna sneak in. You're like, I'm ready to do it. You put something under your hooves. You realize that's where the sound's coming from.
Patch my
And
hoof.
this is the creakiest metal door, just like fork on a plate, just this horrible screeching noise.
It's purposely
Uh,
designed that way.
Yeah, it's like the prison door, so it's like purposefully like
That would be
designed to
wise.
just be
I
the.
didn't even
Yeah,
think that.
it's a good idea.
Yeah, so you immediately, all three of their eyes are on you, and you're in trouble. But you also hear a second horrendous creak of a creaky door as Alibaba enters this other side from the graveyard. And
Do I see him?
and yeah, everyone sees him because his door is also super loud.
Okay, cool.
So now you're both in here, and I'll have you both roll initiative.
Alibaba!
Oh,
I've missed you,
Together at
friend!
last, together again. You didn't have anything active, did you, when you left the graveyard?
well, I don't think so. I'll just say no.
Thing of Sleep, I think was.
Yeah, that would be
Maybe
still
on-
in the nude. Still in
Wait,
the
did
sleepy
you roll
gap.
it? I'm gonna clear this.
I did roll, I didn't select my token though.
Okay. All right, I'll roll.
You can just add it and then adjust it.
Got it.
My friend, I
Alibaba!
promise, I did
A lot
not
of
abandon you.
tens.
It's good to see you, friend!
I'm gonna put her back on.
I
Why
knew
are you
you
so
would come
bruised?
back. It's a long
It's
story.
like you invested in Dex for nothing, honestly, because you have
Legitimately.
such good benefits. And
I'm
it's just not happening
trying,
for you.
okay? I'm trying.
I know you're trying.
He's cursed.
You don't have to
real.
make fun of me on my stream with everybody watching.
No, I'm putting things forward that are like within your wheelhouse, and then
This was a Dex challenge for you.
wheelhouses just doesn't always work out.
The metaphor
better
is
roll it.
in my barn house. Thank you very much. 'Cause I'm a cat.
In your barnyard.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So the first one to notice you is the male drow. Well, to notice both of you,
Oh, they noticed.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, your door was very loud. Unless you want to give me a stealth check.
Oh, you're good.
Loud doors is canon. Right? It's just how the drow like.
Why do you
All
have
doors
such
are
loud
squeaky.
doors in this place?
He's gonna see both of you, and just be like, "Ah, damn it!" And he's gonna go for. He does not have any range stuff, so he's gonna start heading towards Alibaba because he knows he's the closest. He's not very happy about it, so he's gonna use his action to dash, make it as close as he can, which I believe is here. And that'll be the end of his turn. Amubis, it's your turn, buddy.
So the layout of this room is I came through a door and Alibaba came through another door. Is there any other entrances in this room? Is it
Yes,
just...
there are some steps that lead up here to the right.
Okay. Alibaba!
And then that's a high wall. on
Okay.
the other side. I don't know if that's important.
Alibaba, it's good to see you. I suggest we run. And then I'm going to just...
You cast suggestion?
No.
Yes.
I just
Suggestion on Alibaba to run.
I give some friendly advice.
Alibaba runs straight into the wall.
And I'm going to use all of my movement plus a dash action to go 60 feet to be at the start of that stairwell.
Okay.
And that is where I will end my turn. Because I still don't have my armor, correct? Like, I'm still working off the base AC number.
It's arguably in that chest.
That says prisoner's belongings, perhaps.
Does it? Maybe.
I know
So
you have a different.
We
view than
tied
the
on
rest of-
initiative. I can't remember who goes first.
Whoever has
It'll
better
be
dex.
based on dex. I think
Oh.
it might be her. Well, she's got a 12.
I got 13.
Hey, you go first.
So Alibaba steps through the door and calls out, "Quick! The Durgar rebels are behind me.
Nice.
You must...
What?
Guards, to me! We must stop the Durgar... Whatever, however you say that.
Dwergar.
Durgar.
Durgar. They're just behind this door."
Why don't you hit me with a deception check?
Did you have it?
I don't think you had advantage specifically.
No,
So we'll go with
Oh, that was
16.
Because he had advantage on still from rolling persuasion on charm person.
yeah.
That's right. But yeah,
So it's
this particular
16.
roll is not advantage, so it's 16.
I don't know how likely it is that he would trust me,
A random tiefling walking through the door.
but
This seems normal.
yeah, this is very normal.
Yeah,
DM.
this is...
At opposed insight, perhaps.
I'm debating
It's
if
like
that's even
brief.
needed. Because they
Yeah,
are a
it's very-
very homogenous society of drow, and also due to their proximity, especially mistrusting of infernal beings and
Great.
Maybe it gives you like a moment of and then you could just sling some Eldritch blasts at him.
okay, I'll say this guard nearest to you, you can see him visibly hesitate. The other two seem to just ignore you.
Okay. So, in that case, let's see how far I can run. 30. Get to about there. But I would probably be overwhelmed pretty quickly Oh man, I think. Dang it, Anubis. Well, I suppose it is fair game that you leave me.
I'm still here. I'm just behind this wall.
What? I can't hear you. There's
It's
a
like
wall.
he's here with me.
There's an echo. I guess
He's not that far. You can.
he's gonna
He's like 40 feet
cast
away. IRL,
Eldritch
sure.
Blast
Okay.
on this dude. I think he can clearly tell he didn't believe him. So
Sounds good. The first one hits.
all right.
Nice.
Is it force
We'll
and
take-
fire?
13 points of force and fire damage. As he is blasted by a bolt. You shoot yours from your flask, right?
He shoots it from the staff. I'd like to
nice.
think he like holds the staff in one hand and the flask in the other hand. And then the magic kind of twirls around his arm and then goes around his chest and then goes to the other arm and then goes into his staff and then shoots out. It's pretty crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it blasts this drow in the chest and it kind of knocks him to his knee and then he gets back up and he's it hurt him.
Why did I do that? That was so stupid. And then he runs 30 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, I get well. No, is that would just bring him closer to the other two drow. Yeah. Guess he's gonna stay where he's at.
Are you still
No.
flying?
See, I'm not
How long
sure
did he
about
fly
that.
for him? 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think you can only fly for 10 minutes.
Then who's to say?
Let me see. Because that would change everything. If I'm still flying, he wouldn't.
Would change the world.
He could just like hover over the guy, you know.
You can do it like twice per day.
Elemental gift. Give yourself a flying speed of 30 feet that lasts for 10 minutes. Up to you, DM, whether I'm still flying or not.
Well, you could just be flying now if you want to. You have more than one use. You have 3.
Oh, and it's a bonus action.
There you go.
Okay. Great.
So let's
He's
just use
gonna-
another use, and then it'll be a moot point.
Cool.
Like a child's opinion.
So he's flying now. And he's going to use the 30-foot movement to go there.
Cool. And how high are you?
I guess, like, I don't want to break out the geometry, you know, but
Yeah, I'm trying to think like how.
he could say, let's say he's roughly
There
like
is-
10, 15 feet.
Yeah, there is a ceiling to this place, but it's very high ceiling. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we'll say it's like a 20-foot ceiling. So if you want to float.
Because technically, if he moves 30 feet.
A squared plus B squared equals C
Yeah,
squared.
yeah.
Science.
Let's just say he's like 10 feet in the air. All right.
All right, so she's gonna sprint after you now. She's gonna have to use her action to do so, so she can't do any attacks. But she's up on you, and that's where she'll end her turn. She's like, ah! She's like very angry that you ran away.
She's furious.
Yeah, she's a furious.
Yeah.
She's furious. And then Naston, his turn, you'll see him raise his hand to his ear and say, Malvagel, they've escaped. And then he will also move His action no longer being available to him. And this guard is like, ow, what? And let's see. He does have a reach weapon. I don't know if it's yeah, I don't know how that works. As far as vertical attacks. And people like jump into an attack, is that a thing?
I mean, yeah, sort of.
Like a jump attack.
He has a
You
bike,
can-
so it's a reach weapon.
Because you can attack, like, 5 feet above you, and then if he's got reach,
Yeah.
that's another 5 feet. So it's
So with a
15 feet
broom.
up or so. You probably get. Yeah, exactly.
He could
You're like a
throw
little
a sword.
spider. You're like a spider on the ceiling.
Yeah. Well, he's I'll do it this way. He can reckless attack, so he's going to reckless attack, but I'll give him disadvantage on it because you're so high up. So he's going to do a normal attack, and then attacks against him will have advantage. And I'm comfortable with that. So he has a pike, and he's going to sort of grab the bottom of it and reach out as far as he can, try to stab you. Yeah, he predictably fails, and kind of like when you're holding a pole and then it gets like the center of gravity gets out of your control and it
Wobbly.
clinks behind him. He's like, dang it. Yeah, this guy's a little bit of a loser.
It looks like you don't know what you're doing.
Shut up. Drow boys are just as good as drow girls. It's not true. Canonically or not.
Alibaba, you can fly? What was that I just saw before I ran in the stairwell?
I can fly.
Beautiful magic carpet.
I'm magic. Surprise.
I think you've got Newt with you too.
Yeah. Let's just say Newt's kind of curled around my arm or
Still a
something.
snake.
I wish I could ride
Thank
my
you.
dear friend Dalio once again. Even though he never really did. I'm going to...
I do like how the new Drake Warden can ride their dragon.
Yeah, it's great.
Alibaba, looks like the only way out here is to fight then, so here we go. Just pick up my body on your magic carpet ride.
Don't you hate it when that happens? You can't run away.
Yeah. Usually I'm chosen
Rolled
for a
five
fight.
five or worse. 5 or worse on all of
Alright.
your rolls so far.
I tried to vampiric
Yeah,
touch the drow in front of me and it probably missed.
I'm afraid that missed.
Have you got like disadvantage or something turned on and you're
Nope.
He's got
Are you
like
not rolling? Are
personal
you maybe not
disadvantage.
rolling d20s? You're rolling like d6s or something.
Everybody is... Half of the Putu crew is ill, and Putu himself is ill with the dice.
he's getting the dice curse.
I got the dice sickness.
I think I've removed my dice curse. I was rolling super hot fire recently,
Oh, so you transferred it.
so we'll see.
I can't do anything because might as well not move because I'll take an attack at the opportunity.
All right. How much HP you got, Amubis?
I'm about at half C's. 20.
What from?
Huh?
What did you take damage from?
Well, I didn't heal up all the way
Thomas?
when I was in the cell. I only used like part of my hit die.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was from that fight where I thought I could
Yeah.
beat the correctional officers, but
And you've got really high dex, right?
I do on
He has
paper.
20, I believe.
I do on paper. In
really
actuality, it doesn't look like it. Ooh,
Alibaba,
you can't do
so-
guidance on attack rolls. It's got to be ability checks, correct?
So Alibaba is gonna.
Yeah,
an
and it's an
action anyway.
action.
I don't know. He's
It would,
gonna.
it would be bad.
He's gonna fly 30 feet and take the potential opportunity attack here.
He well,
You're sort of outside of his reach, and
Okay.
yes.
it was kind of a Hail
He was
Mary.
only able to attempt it.
I imagine he sort of moved up one space briefly, stabbed, and then moved back down. So he sort of forced movement fell.
Basically.
Yeah, and I'm trying so he's Alibaba is progressively getting higher towards the ceiling as he moves his 30 feet.
Can
So that
you
he's looking
take
down?
me higher to the place
And he's gonna it's getting hot in here, Anubis. You know what I'm thinking? Got one shot at this.
One opportunity.
Get ready.
Not miss your chance.
Oh.
No.
Save me, Alibaba!
Casts. Fireball.
Oh.
Wow. That's good.
And-
That's good damage, isn't it? Yeah.
Casting it for these two.
Yeah.
Nice.
Feel
Shit.
the
Me do
flame.
some.
You're
Dex
flying
gets
up,
saved.
and you're asking if I got good dex. I didn't expect a fireball to come out. I thought you were like gonna fly in and pick me up. It's like, no, I hope you can avoid
not.
this.
It's not
not-
going to hit you, okay? There's a point
She
where I
doesn't
can
even
put
have
this.
good decks. I'm taking all your good rolls. I apologize.
I can put it right here, and it won't hit
She
you.
does have
It's
pretty
really
bad
good
dex.
damage, though. Jeez.
Yeah, right.
It'll be good damage regardless.
He has decent deck.
It's a 20-foot radius.
A shame.
Yes, 16 damage each though. Does it do additional because of your thing or anything?
It's fire damage.
Well, I think that's more of a I'm resistant to fire. I'm like double
But I
resistant.
think your I think your little thing that gives you bonus on your Eldritch Blast, it doesn't just apply to Eldritch Blast, does it? Is it like is it on attacks or is it on the first damage you do or what is that?
Genie's Wrath, I think is what that's called.
Mm-hmm. Attack.
Hit with an attack roll.
Okay. So this was not an attack roll, it doesn't apply. But they see you fly in, so they manage to kind of duck and cover a little bit as that fireball comes in, but they're still boosh, engulfed by it. And they both take a pretty good amount of damage. That's pretty cool.
He just kind of starts going crazy. Burn! You know? And
you still have bonus, and I think you still have some movement.
do I?
Pick me
Okay.
up!
Didn't you move? Did you? Or did you move the full 30 to get me?
That was a full 30.
Yeah, it was.
Pick me up! I want to ride it.
I don't.
I can take you higher.
You,
can
you
start
won't be able
singing
to
that.
pick him up on your carpet.
Okay.
It is
I,
not
I didn't
his
think
sister.
so. I'm not
I'll
like,
allow like somewhat because we're flavoring it as a carpet. Some things, but not a whole other person.
A small tear rolls down Momo's cheek. I really want to ride at the car.
Yeah, sorry. You're just like
Only Baba's just up there. He's like,
400
I'm rooting for you, buddy.
best of luck. Me cursed of the range party member. Hope it's going great over there, guys.
Yeah, if you.
Man, I love it. I don't know what you. Anytime I'm a range party member, I'm like, see ya, suckers.
Bye.
I'll be hiding behind my tree.
That'll be my turn.
Cool. Miss Yuri
Yuri.
is gonna do. She's gonna try to grapple him with this. She's been seeing you running, and she don't want you to run anymore. Let's see. So you can do. Oh my goodness, double 20s.
Whoa.
You can do an
Jinkies.
athletics or acrobatics check to try to. He can still.
If you roll a 19,
I
that was your best roll of the
I
night.
got guidance.
I wouldn't
No,
know.
you used it
And I'll
on
see
your
you don't.
stealth.
Oh, I used it already.
It's on your next check, so I think it automatic, right?
Yeah,
Or do
I
you get
think
to
so.
choose when you use it?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Look it up.
But yeah, even a 4 wouldn't.
Once before the
Zero.
spell ends.
So she grabs you. You are now grappled. All that really does is makes your speed 0. So she is. That'll be the end of her turn.
This isn't a rodeo. Get off me.
There you go. Let me see what she's doing. Don't remember the kit of my characters.
Never.
Okay. He has throwing knives, which he will throw at Alibaba.
Knife style.
Take out my throwing knife and I throw it. Knife style. Is he close enough? Please have terrible range. Sure. He will throw 2 knives at you.
Look
Not
out,
the knives.
look out, Alibaba.
Oh. Well, that first one hit.
You're gonna take 5 piercing damage as a knife sticks in your shoulder.
Ow. Not my shoulder.
And the other one, ping, bounces off one of your fingers. So at the top of this round, I'm gonna bounce back to the lab again.
Whoa.
Back to the
Whoa.
Again.
Whoa.
What are you saying? Whoa. This is pretty
I
I
exciting.
like this technique.
Yeah, this is just like a keeping you on the edge
A
of your seat.
mid-combat.
Mid-combat transition.
Oh yeah, baby.
I dare say.
So, hopefully now it's clearer where these events fell into place. So Malvagil, unbeknownst, received this message from Nasta. That's when he starts ranting about how your armor has modifications that he can't understand, which are your boons that you received from the Smiling Man, or directly from Raynor. And after considering his options, activated his sword, which produced an anti-magic field, which initially shut down your armor. But then mysteriously your armor powered back on. So, can you do a second turn on? Is that not a thing? Come on, roll 20. Well, we can just add us on here. So, we're going to... Why can't I click the guy? Go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll just figure it out. We'll have the fun time figuring it out. All right, so if you take any...
See what I'm saying about these rolls?
Nice.
Yeah, must be nice.
It is.
Must be nice. Must be nice. All right, he's a speedy boy, but he's not speedier boyer than you. Does he get a bonus to mission? We're Googling stuff. We're Googling stuff.
Googling.
I mean, web browser searching. We're going this real quick.
There you go. Don't give your info away for free, folks.
DuckTales. Woo.
Okay, so here's
Amazon Prime.
this is a unique effect of anti-magic field. So it is more or less Eraserhead rules, where like activated is no, but passive is maybe okay. So if you are receiving any magic item bonus, it is gone, but you still have your armor and shield bonus, and your gauntlet weapons still work. So any plus ones, plus twos.
My infusions count as magic items.
Yes, any
correct?
plus ones, plus twos, anything like that. Your infusions, you cannot cast spells.
Right,
So basically, you're down to wearing armor, shield, and your gauntlets do still work, but their motes do no longer work. It is just a melee machine now.
Gotcha.
And I hinted at it earlier. His all you know about him is that he was able to activate his blade song, and that is thus far as we know. So, yeah, this works perfectly fine to have just them two at the end here. Sure. So we will cycle through to you. You are now free of.
Okay.
You can see a look of desperation in his eyes as you now know his spell was running out, and you don't personally know he received a message that there was a jailbreak going on. But this is his state of mind for your comfort of knowing. And yeah, you're up.
Okay. Well, I think knowing that my magic is not here, and I'm not currently in the correct configuration for just punching the heck out of this dude, I'm gonna straight up dash out.
All right.
I have 35 feet of movement in my infiltrator mode. And so I'm going to dash for.
Did you not switch it back?
I have an opportunity to. I would have if I did, but if I didn't.
I mean, you had a long rest, and so we let you change your infusions. So I.
But I didn't have. I wasn't touching my armor. I didn't have my armor.
Yeah, but you changed your infusions, but you didn't have your armor either.
But I put them on my boots, my real physical boots.
Okay, so you switched it to something you had.
Yes.
I hear you. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'll let it go either way. It's up to you. If you want the extra movement, cool. If you want to be in your big armor, cool too.
I think it'll probably be better if I'm just big armor for a little while now.
We'll say it switched back.
Yeah,
you can even say that's like its natural state, and you have to specifically make it go to the other.
Also, I could have at any point during this 8 hours shown him the modularity of the armor and just swapped it, because it only takes a short rest.
That's the one he would have been interested in anyway.
Yeah, because it's like, the one I have put more research into and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So,
I mean, it's still 60 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Cool.
Sure. I'm just saying. I boot scoot out of there. Boot scoot and
All
boogie.
right. Sounds good. Well, he's gonna straight up follow you. Boosh. So yeah, let's go back to the other map. And they conveniently fell right into place where we needed them. How fun. All right, in case you
cool.
have
It kept the order.
This goes to the lab. So we'll bring Carousel. We keep them even though they're not on the map. I was wondering if that would work.
So, just to clarify, Anubis doesn't have any of his armor?
Yep.
No armor, yes, thrust web.
Yes.
He does have his sword.
So he can.
It's over there in that box, I think. Swoop down and get it.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. I ran past it.
Oh man, I forgot who I was grabbing. Here we go. Grab. So we can actually count it out and see how deep in the stream we
I may be able to get it eventually.
are. Let me count. All right, you were here. So it was about 40 feet to leave the lab.
Mhm.
So you can move yourself 20 feet inside the window.
So I would have just turned the corner and just Amoobus?
And he's got
Karos! Good to see you, friend.
forward.
It's surprising, but are you naked?
Now I feel self-conscious. No one's mentioned
Let's
it
say
like
you
that.
have prisoner clothes.
Yes, Carlos, he is naked.
All right, let's not talk
Hey,
about
boy,
it.
Naked that I've seen you
Fellows, let's not talk about it. All right, I am who I am.
So he's got Bellissima blade song speed, so he can walk Okito further. He's actually gonna go right now. Oops. Right.
Would I have gotten a swing out on him as he came by me? Because it's a narrow hallway. I don't think he could have passed by me without. Because I was first, so I parked myself here. He followed me.
You're right, I forgot. So he would not have done that.
Okay.
He will rotate to the other side of you, but he'll stay within a range.
Entirely fair.
All right, cool. And that's all he'll do. And then this guard's like, "Oh man," because you ran away from him. He feels the weight of responsibility. He's gonna do another reckless attack, just try to poke you. Or a guy trying to prove himself, got a chip on his shoulder.
That means he's going to get a nat 20.
He misses.
Still unable to do anything and still attacks against him. Will have advantage. Amoobus, you are grappled.
So, hear me out, Dungeon
Yep.
Master.
I'm here.
I'm grappled, which means that individual's body is around me, very accessible to, let's say, some sort of a touch. That may be of
Like
some
a touch.
vampiric variety. So would that be?
Of a
Yeah.
vampiric
Perfect.
touch?
Would that
Perfect.
be
Lots of
some
surface
sort
area.
of
Lots of surface.
advantage to that, or no?
You get advantage for being grappled.
Because it's just a
Advantage for
touch,
you
and they are
being
grappled.
He just needed more surface area. Man.
Yeah, that's it.
was
It's a
all the
specific
surface
kind
area
of
issue.
touch. It's
Yeah,
not just
well, it
that you
also,
need to
like,
touch them. It's
When
like
it
you
comes
have
to magic, it's not always like dodging it, it's also resisting it.
All right. I had a halfway
He's
planned
kinda-
out argument.
Grappling is kind of she has control of you. Like she can move completely freely, and you cannot move
She's-
completely freely.
But
She's
she's
got
kind of
you by
like
the
armor
horns.
too.
Yeah, you're kind of.
Troll face.
I'm just gonna try to break free to do acrobatics.
Yeah, you can do an acrobatics check. That's contested, I believe. The exact same score you got last time, but she could get worse.
No, she probably won't.
She's like, "Stop shaking."
She-
I'm out.
She's raging.
She's like,
oh,
I learned
outskis.
the pain.
You do, you break free.
Outskis.
Outplayed, outmaneuvered.
Outgunned.
Spiritual guardians.
What is she rolling?
It's an action to break free, but you still have your movement and bonus.
Oh yeah, the spiritual guardian is a action.
Oh yeah,
So
What was I thinking was a bonus action?
She does not
Oh,
have it.
being able to use that.
Oh, I assume she was
spiritual
raging.
weapon. Sorry, spiritual weapon. That's what I want to cast.
Negative.
Spiritual weapon is bonus. Yes.
Yes, that's what I
That'll
want
work.
to do. Oh,
Oh,
no. I gotta.
Who are you trying to hit this with?
I gotta police myself. That doesn't happen. I'm out of spell slots for that, so ignore
Okay.
that.
If you have higher level spell slots, you can.
I do.
Don't do the wrong thing.
Never do the wrong thing. Just always do the right thing.
I do. I'm just trying. So I'm going to cast it at a higher level then.
Okay.
And tick that off. And
Because it's a higher level, I'll let you redo your roll, buddy. And
Thanks.
also, who are you going against?
I'm going against the Drow Fury.
The one next to you.
Yeah, that is just
Furiosa.
You've awakened
Orlando
Dalio.
Furioso.
Or
Oh wait,
You
that's
want-
real Dalio. I need fake Dalio.
Do you want me to just like do a d20 roll, or do you want me to hit it on the sheet again?
it's spiritual
this.
weapon again.
Yeah, do this.
Just do the sheet. Okay.
And you can select the higher spell level. I don't think it does anything.
Not for. Not
There
for
you
damage.
go.
There
That'll
you
make it.
Every
go.
2 spell levels.
So 3. There we go. Now we're cooking.
Wait, a nice 11 force.
Now we're
damage.
cooking with gas.
Cooking with the sun. This is the sun smasher.
Solar
And we'll
power.
kind of combine these actions where it gets summoned and whacks her from you. And you are now free and breezy, my boy.
Free to move as you please.
Free to be, you and me.
I'm done.
Are you moving?
No, because I don't want her to get a reaction on me.
Alibaba, it's your turn, my buddy.
Alibaba. Gonna fly
Ooh, you're gonna
towards
try-
the chest over here. And on his way, he's gonna fire off its fabled Eldritch Blast 2 times. Once at the Fury and once at Nasta.
Sounds good. Which one are you gonna roll
Just
first
really
there?
spreading the damage out here.
The wisest
Fury.
technique.
On the
Fury
Fury
first.
and then one on Nasta. Okay, wow.
They'll both hit. The Fury one's gonna get the
Nice.
extra fire damage. The other one will not. That's 12 damage.
And 12
she's-
damage.
Awesome. That's great. Alright, so this Fury, she's starting to look kind of bad. She's definitely bloodied, as they say. Bloody's an archaic term for more than half damage.
Real burn.
They're definitely like not accustomed to getting pelted with magic in this way. More used to melee, so they're getting rattled. All right, the Fury, she's furious. But what's there to say? She is going to attack you, Amoebus, with her double scimitar. If I can ever find her character sheet.
Smasher.
Sure.
Sword. Shaber.
Yeah, she's not gonna reckless or anything. She's calm. All right, she misses with that. She's gonna attack with the back end of the double scimitar. I reckon that might hit. And she'll do a tight 6 slashing damage to you. Amoebus.
Oh.
Nasa's gonna kind of like look back and forth as to what's going on. Did it drop you from the? Oh no, you're.
Yeah, I wasn't on the initiative order, so I just popped myself in there.
Oh, weird. Because it kept his. I don't know.
Did it? I don't see him on there.
Oh, I see him on there. Maybe it's just on my
Oh.
version. Then.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I've got 2 of you now.
Oh, when you were like, oh, can we not do different turn orders? I wasn't seeing
Oh,
me.
yours
I wasn't
became
seeing.
blank.
Yeah, it was blank.
Interesting.
I was wondering about that.
All right, I'll toss.
So it's different
I'll
for
toss it
different
back in.
maps.
Oh, that's weird. But I have the same one. Okay.
Weird.
Because I was thinking how convenient it was that they showed up right where I needed them to be. Alright, so this is... Sorry, I need to delete these two. Then make this one 17, and then we should be good. How about that, guys? Didn't realize. And then there we go. I was like, there's one step I'm missing, but I can't remember what it is. Here we go.
Boy,
Alright, Nasta's gonna look back and forth between the many skirmishes going on and just kind of sigh like, ah, damn it. He's going to continue to pursue Alibaba, as he's the only one who's really had much success there. And he's going to throw a couple more knives at you.
I like his sort of Terminator style, just chucking knives as he runs at you.
He's a knife machine gun.
Oh man.
That'll be one hit then.
Yeah.
Take a type 4 piercing damage as he again hits the horn, and he's like, darn it. I'm like aiming for the head, you know, so it keeps like bouncing off.
These horns.
It's like they say in hunting, you know, you don't try to shoot the deer in the head because it bounces off.
Because you'll just miss.
Yeah.
You'll
Just
miss because you're a bad
name it.
hunter. That's what they say.
Karos, it's your turn.
Cool. All right. Well, having only a few tools at my disposal, I'm going to try to duck around. What was his name again? It's not on here. Malvigil.
Oh, my
and give him a couple of punches as I. There it is. Yep. I'm gonna sort of duck over here and punch, and then duck over here and punch. Gonna try to like get around him while punching.
Rocky Balboa.
18.
You're gonna rock his. Oh, those are both gonna hit. Gonna rock his Balboa.
19, and I'm actually gonna do. So the way that my armor reactivated was kind of like an engine revving noise, right? Was that what it was?
Yeah, like how she used to work.
Yeah, so I think this is actually force damage, if that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I believe I have that ability. So I've got sort of the sort of strike laser claws apparatuses coming up, and I give him a couple of little jabs.
Yeah. Like the burning shining finger from G Gundam.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? It's very strike laser claw, but with a hand.
I am aware of it. Certainly, it's iconic.
So the +1 mod is not going to be on there, so these are each going to be minus.
Oh, my bad. You're correct.
No worries, but that'll be 17 damage, I believe.
And Thunder Gauntlets activates or it doesn't, depending on your reading of the situation.
Okay. As it's like a triggerable effect, so it is not trigger in the anti-magic field.
Does he have to make any saves for that or anything? Or is it sword-based?
Or... Oh, no. He's not concentrating on it.
Okay.
He's going to look back and see the Sun Smasher and kind of like, ugh. These drow are very inconvenienced by you guys.
And at the end of my turn, just before he gets to move, I'm going to be like, "Are you sure you don't want to see a field test?" try to taunt him a little bit because I don't have any great tanking options right now, so I'm just going to resort to mild insults.
Yes. So he says, I guess our physical skills will be on display, and he'll dodge around you and do 2 sword attacks at you.
Nice.
Let's see what he can do.
I've removed the -1 from my
I'm
armor, so my
afraid
AC
he's-
is
Not half so.
19.
Uh,
Even I've only got a 50% chance to hit me. Miss! Miss!
and his sword bounces off your armor. Ting ting. And rather than looking upset, he looks kind of impressed as he dodges around. And that will be the end of his turn. Boy, I feel like I'm juggling this thing. Drow. He's gonna go, I really am trying. And
Participation trophy.
he's gonna. Yeah, this guy is participation trophy personified. He's gonna go for the box now because he doesn't feel like he's being much help. Yeah, he's just gonna hold an attack if you swoop low enough. He's gonna try to poke you if you get the box.
I feel like we're splitting their party
sorry,
right
dude.
now.
Amubis. Yeah, they just have a party.
I know.
There's a party going on tonight.
All right. Amubis is getting feisty. So he's going to first use a bonus action. No, he's not going to do that. Never mind. He's just going to pull out that thrust web and look at the sheer terror as they look at it getting pulled out and strike it against homegirl in front of me.
Yeah.
Nice hit.
That'll get
hit.
there.
Just the
Not
13,
charging, but yeah, 13 damage. That's awesome.
And then
She's starting to look pretty rough.
bring it
As
home.
you stab through her abdomen.
Bring it home, spiritual Dalio.
That'll hit.
What's that in the background?
Are y'all hearing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And then you'll smash her with a smashing
Honey?
smash.
Sun Smasher. I hardly know her.
A little bit.
But yes, alas, you do survive. Just barely. Alibaba,
But,
it's your turn. My dude. Unless you wanted to move Amubis.
No,
You can
just gonna
also
dig in.
you can also move around her if you wanted without
Gonna rotate like I've been doing.
Okay, I'll move Sun Smasher around her, and I'll rotate around her as well, like that.
Okay. Remember, Sun Smasher doesn't take space, so you guys can occupy the same space. It
Okay, well,
doesn't really matter.
he just likes to be next to Sun Smasher at all times. That's what it is.
I hear that.
It reminds him of
They're
the
just
glory
orbiting.
days.
All right, Alibaba, it's your turn, buddy.
All right, Alibaba, seeing the people closing in around his original goal, is gonna switch tactics here. He's gonna recall the King of Sleep, right?
Which I believe was in the Hawk.
Yeah, it was in the guy way far off in the graveyard, who's just woken up, and
Tied up, I believe.
What was that?
yeah, he's now woken up and he's tied up.
I don't think it was in him. I think it was in his Hawk. He was just mind controlled and tied up. I don't think he was asleep. Did you switch it to him?
I thought you tied
Oh,
him
maybe
up
it was
and
in the
then-
Hawk. Yeah.
I can't
Anyway.
remember.
I don't know. Either way, It's in somebody who's not an
all our
issue.
fans, go back and watch and tell us what happened.
Yeah, tweet at us.
Tats for
Win
you,
free channel
Twitch.
points. We'll start a
this
poll
way.
with channel points. We need to start doing those, man.
Where was the
I'm
King
big
of
polls.
Sleep?
Polls.
So he's gonna fly over Nasta,
Will Anubis get
Okay.
knocked down this combat?
and he's
Always.
just gonna drop the King of Sleep on Nasta like a bomb, attempting
Well,
to.
it's an action to recall it, so you cannot make an attack with it this turn.
Oh man. Oh man, what have I done? Where was I? It's like right here.
I mean, you would have known that. So if you want to change what you do, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say he wouldn't have recalled it way back in the traveling
Well,
time?
this was like what the entering the door happened right after. It was more like getting through the
Okay.
sewers and getting to the graveyard and getting from the turtle
All
hut
right.
to the graveyard. I mean, to the sewers. Yeah. Nickel and dime, dark time.
Let's see. I have anything? I have no spell slots.
Smell slots.
There we go,
He's
Twitch.
just gonna do.
There we go, Twitch.
He's gonna get as
started a
close to
poll.
the ceiling as he can,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna fire off 2 more Eldritch blasts. One at Nasta and one at the Fury.
I like how Hawk is not on here. Everybody vote a bat if you believe that it was a hawk.
Oh, did we? Oh, we actually made a poll.
Yeah, I just made a random. You said let's do one, so I just randomly did one.
Those will both hit. So the first one was on Nasta.
Yeah,
So that's gonna have the extra fire damage.
14,
14 damage. Awesome. It's
11.
also starting to look pretty rough. And if my roll 20 ever stops freezing, yeah, 11 will do it. The Fury, you blast her, kind of in the wound left behind by thrust web, and blow out a big chunk of her. She's
Nice.
down. That whatever color drow blood just dripping everywhere.
Not so furious now.
Blue, green, something. Like what do Vulcans have? Green.
I'm gonna cut in
Proper
here, and
It's probably black, man. They're like really emo.
that's right.
Yeah, they're super.
The poll is just concluded. Of
Oh
which
no, I didn't participate.
42 votes.
Where do you see the poll?
42 votes went
42
to
votes.
King of Sleep, and and 1 vote for Newt. And Battle Order
Old
contributed
guy.
over 7,000 channel points.
I just
go, Battle
blew all
Order.
my channel points on that. I was sitting there spamming vote.
Let's go.
There you go.
I'm fairly certain it wasn't the old guy.
Yeah, that's what was my vote as well. Sorry, sidebar. Ridiculous
I also
sidebar.
I thought it was kind of the gambling thing where like you can potentially make them back, but
Nasta's gonna shout to the guard, "Go after the Minotaur!"
Rude.
Like he's an idiot, almost exactly like he's an idiot. And then he's gonna keep throwing daggers with his cloak full of daggers.
Aha!
utterly failed.
Missing terribly. Karos, you are up again, my dude.
He just blocks him with his horns that time.
Yeah, just he's like now intentionally doing it like a soccer player. Just king, king.
Well,
He
I
hits him in the chest. He's like, ah, and then Alibaba opens his cloak and he's got a horn coming out of his chest and he's like, aha, he's like, ah, dang it.
it's my spare horn.
Good time.
Well, I don't know how his magic field works, so I don't want him really moving anywhere. So I'm just gonna take another couple of blasts at him.
Couple of pops.
Pop,
Pop,
pop.
pop. Little shout out to
I'll be able to
community.
know.
The
First
first
one,
one hits. Yep.
14 force damage.
Nice.
Why is it so much?
Delicious.
Oh, sorry.
13.
13. My bad.
Because that was full damage.
That was full damage.
All right, he's gonna take 13 damage. And yeah, that hurt him.
Yeah.
pretty good.
I am going to move over here, but
Okay.
that's it.
Catty corner.
Try to back him up a little bit more against a wall.
After that last hit, you can see like he is stunned, and he's like, I'd love to continue this, but I too have comrades to think of. He's gonna take the disengage action. And he is going to run
Can I swipe him?
to. Well, he's never gonna leave your
Okay.
What you call?
Look, Dalio,
Reach.
a new friend to play with.
And Dalio promptly disappears.
What?
As he
Do I
is
feel-
Anti-magic field.
Anti-magic
No!
You
Do I
do
feel
feel
my
the-
magic reactivate?
You feel the field leave you,
Fantastic.
and we're gonna do.
Amoebus mourns like the day Dalio left.
You can see the anti-magic field.
Does it do anything to my sword?
It's still usable. It loses its +1.
Got it.
Well, nope. I'll say it loses nothing. It's an artifact.
It's
Nice.
much stronger, yeah.
It loses nothing. All right. This guy's like, I just got this. And he's
Gotta go
gonna-
rare.
he's gonna. I guess he's gonna dash. Because he's just worth it. He's gonna help block the way here. Amoebus, it's your turn. Your spiritual weapon is gone. You cannot cast magic.
You took my friend again.
He does. He's a killer of friends.
He
And you have these two fellas in front of you.
he has like an unhealthy like dependency on this like corporeal form. It's not Dahlia, but every time he's like, Dahlia, you're back.
He just relives the loss
Yeah,
every
it's just
time.
like
It's so
not-
tragic.
Yeah, it really is. I try to
Yeah,
thrust
he
with him,
dodges your attack.
and I will just try
as
to.
his garments float slightly due to the effects of his blade song. Else he would not be able to dodge it. Baba, it's your turn.
This is very scary for a magic user. Can I tell if that crate is like locked? You know, like the prisoner's belongings. Is it
No, it's open. In fact, they were looking at its contents.
okay? Well, Alibaba's gonna fly down and attempt to grab the gear.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
No
And
roll.
then-
You can just get it.
Yes, yes.
He's gonna
You're like Santa, riding on your magic carpet.
'Cause that's what Santa does.
Ba-ba-ba. And then he like let's see.
Middle Eastern Santa.
Hey, Santa can be Middle Eastern.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I guess like the birth of Jesus doesn't quite have the same like.
But Saint
importance in
Nicholas,
Islam.
I think he was Catholic, so.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Loads of non-Catholics.
Was that an
celebrate
action?
Christmas.
I guess that was
Anyway.
his action.
I mean, not necessarily. You're just picking something.
All right. He's gonna
This music reminds me of Slay the Spire.
Oh, I accidentally muted it for myself.
I've been joyfully listening this whole time.
basically what I want to do is fly kind of near and then throw Anubis his armor and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not much of an armor wearer, but it does
whatever
take
you
forever
have.
it takes forever to put on armor.
Well, he has light armor, so it's not quite as bad.
Is it like
not-
5
a full
minutes
minute
or
Sure,
something?
I think it's 10 minutes per period.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an action to put on a shield, and then 10 minutes to don or doff armor, from what I thought.
I thought it was like a ramping amount of time.
Maybe there
That's
is
not
a
how
ramping
heavy it
amount.
is.
It's certainly
Yeah,
not
one
mid-combat.
minute for light armor. Heavy armor
Gotcha.
is 10 minutes.
All right. Well,
It's still like
Not
10
gonna-
rounds. Or like 6
Now you
can
can
or
pick up your
whatever.
shield.
Yeah, Alibaba
You can pick
thinking
up your
about-
shield in an action.
Okay.
It's a good shield, to be fair. How did Anubis? How did Anubis get to the other side of him?
It rotated around.
I'm gonna throw him his shield.
Oh no, you can't pass through enemies.
I didn't pass.
That's what I
through.
thought.
Oh, that's a wall there.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
just-
choke point. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind. How am I
No
under
worries.
him? There we go.
I don't know if I can throw it that far though.
Like a frisbee.
Why don't you do like an athletics check? And we'll see.
Check.
Oh gosh. Maybe it'll hit the ground and roll.
Well, you have the advantage of being pretty high up in the air, so that's like even with a bad throw, it'll get more distance than if you were not high up in the air.
Not with a bad throw like that.
Here's your shield.
So
Thanks, buddy.
you got it about 10 feet away. Well, I think at a 45-degree angle,
there you
It
go.
at least would carry a little
from
bit.
15 feet up, 5. No, I think 10 was right actually. I'll let it be there. Let's not crunch now.
I tried. Don't die.
Hey, it's much closer. And that's awesome. Nasta is going to step into the anti-magic field. And he's going to throw some knives. I'm going to make him use his action collecting knives. I don't want him to just magically have infinite knives. So he'll use his action this turn, collecting up knives for future knife throwing. Karos, it's your turn.
Yeah. Feeling the magic
You can use
re-enter.
magic.
re-enter my body. I say quietly to myself, much better. And then defensive field. So my helmet clicks over my head, and my armor begins to thrum. And I'm gonna my gauntlet begins to heat up, and I'm going to clasp it and cast heat metal on Malvigil's sword.
Now, I will say, you will recall I specifically did inform you it was made of stone.
Oh, my bad. All right, fair enough. I didn't remember that.
Yeah, it was in the last session. I had you look at it. It was made of stone with rings.
Sounds good. All right. Well, then I will change mine plan.
You just cut off the drow guard.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could. But the thing is, I'm not terribly ranged. Let's see what my distance is looking like. Pretty bad. Um, Also, who knows if that would have worked. Well, I'll move up to like right here, and then I will. You probably get them. Shatter all three of them if it works in the magic field.
It will not.
Okay.
It will be suppressed.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So you fire off your resounding shatter, boom, and as the energy travels through, it hits the anti-magic field and just like a meteor entering atmosphere disintegrates as it moves forward until it's gone. Magic cannot enter the field.
Sounds good. Neither I nor Karos knew that, so just sort of stand closer and be like, fortunate. And that's my action, bonus action, and in movement, I suppose.
All right. Well, we're getting pretty near that time, so we may. I don't think this combat is near enough done that we wouldn't be on here for quite a while longer. So I may call it for tonight and leave us on another cliffhanger. As
at least we're all back together.
You are.
Yay!
In this very epic combat. But yeah, so sorry to end abruptly, but I just want to be mindful of time. I have school in the morning and whatnot. So
yeah.
Thank you so much, all, for joining and watching.
Anti-magic.
This has been
very cool.
The Unbeaten Pass Session 27. Thank you, PS Zombie, for a good story and for all the players for finding one another again. We are back together. We will be doing this again next week. On Monday night, we'll be doing another Unbeaten Path. And we will also be trying to start our one-shot campaign, our short series campaign around Frog and Toad on Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. It should be pretty fun. We got the characters set up.
I got Toad, our friends.
I got PS Zombie. I've got Alex. I've got Risky Biscuit, all coming back for another one shot that you're not going to want to miss on Sunday. So check that out. Follow us on our social media for all the updates. And you can always find us here on Twitch and YouTube for our most current content. We appreciate the likes. I've been enjoying seeing the retweets and the likes and the people popping in chat and the traffic we're getting. So I just want to thank you all for checking us out. We have a lot of fun doing this, and shamefully, I will admit, or not shamefully, I will admit that the streams are fun, but it's more fun to just hang out with the friends. So I'm happy I get to hang out with all of y'all and also get to stream this. So we appreciate anybody viewing this now or after the fact that is joining us for that hangout sesh. So I hope everybody have a good night and stay healthy. It's kind of the season to get sick. And we'll look forward to more D&D next week, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye, Chad.
Good night.
Bye.